Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, I'm Noemi and I make videos about organizing, cleaning and whatever else it pops into my mind. And today I would like to share with you with some of the few tips that I use at home, and I hope you enjoy it. So tip number 1 is a real lemon taste in your tea. I don't know how you guys, but every time I wanted to drink a nice cup of tea, I just really like the lemon flavor to it, and every single time I was giving an extra lemon juice into it, it just got sour and more sour, and it just didn't give me the real lemon taste. And the other day, as I was putting the lemons away, my finger got this very nice lemon zest smell, and that's what gave me the idea, why am I just not putting these into the tea? So I just scrubbed very well one lemon and I just shredded, and I just put the zest next to my tea that I like to use. You can just put it straight into your tea if you don't bother by the little pieces, and you just need to add the hot water, and it's already smells amazing. You guys have to try this. This tastes so good, and next time I'm going to try it with an orange because it must taste good as well. But the lemon, I can definitely guarantee you it will have a nice lemon taste. Tip number 2, making fake rose feel real. I got these roses at Craft Warehouse and I just fell in love with that, and they look so real, so that gave me the idea it would be nice if they smell real. And I had some rose essential oil at home, and I just put the diffuser behind the flower. And I have to tell you, I have many friends who fall for that trick because they don't see the diffuser, but they saw the flower and felt the smell. It definitely gives you the feeling it's coming from the flower, and it just smells amazing. Tip number 3, frozen snack fast. So one of our favorite snack at night with my husband is sweet cherries as frozen, but we don't like it when it's all the way frozen. We like it just perfect when it's a little bit softened up, and we put it in the oven, we put it on the cooktop, and we long waited. Nothing worked as like a charm like this hair dryer trick. This was actually my husband's idea. And as you can see on the picture, it's already shiny, so literally you just need 1 minute or even less than that, and the hair dryer warms it up so fast, like it's just literally in a minute you can eat it, and it's just in the perfect consistency. It's still frozen, but it's already gets the juice out of the cherry, so this is our favorite one to go at night. It's so sweet. Tip number 4, eco-friendly floor cleaning. So I've been using this mop for years, and you can use it dry or wet, and I was almost getting rid of this because I just couldn't deal with the washing part, like all this hair and everything that's stuck into that fiber. And although I love the cleaning method because it works so much better than the vacuum cleaner, it just picks up all kinds of dirt and the finest dust too, but the cleaning was a little bit hard. And so now what I do, I just sweep it off the floor, and once it gets really dirty, I just use a vacuum cleaner and I just vacuum it, and I can reuse it again. So unlike the Swiffer ones where you toss it out, you can just vacuum it off, and I got 2 heads of like that. So once it gets really dirty, I can just wash it, but for a good amount of time, like for weeks, I can just vacuum it. And you can use it again. Tip number 5. Trick to keep towel dry. I don't know how about you guys, but our bathroom is just so high in traffic, especially around the sink area. Our towel, it always gets wet very fast, and I'm usually the one who gets there when it's already wet, so I get really frustrated with the situation. What can we do? And there was no amount of towels that I can just change. Like we went through 3-4 towels a day. Now I reduced this for the half with this little trick that you can just simply add another hook to the other side. So up aside from the already existing hook, you can just, whatever ribbon you have at home, I just had this black one. Of course, it would be nicer if you have a matching color, or even you can add an extra color with some nice accent color, but I just use this black one. You can use your sewing machine. Honestly, I was too lazy to pull it out, so I just sew it up with my hands. And so once it's done, you can just hang it to the other side. So as you can see, it's already wet. I just flip it to the other side, and honestly, it's just me. It's not my kids who does this, but once I see it's wet, I just flip it. Tip number 6, keep avocado fresh longer. So this was one of my staple that we use every day. Can you see the color? It's bright green. So the only time it works if you put it in the refrigerator or avocado if it's green. If it's brown, it doesn't work. You have to put it in the refrigerator when it's green. So I buy a bunch, like 10 of them in the book, and I just put them in the refrigerator, and every single day I just pull out one, and the next day we can eat that one. So I'm just always using one a day, and that way you don't have to use all of the sudden just 6 of them, but rather that you can just pull out one by one from the refrigerator each day. But don't forget, you can only do this if your avocado is green, not brown. Once it's brown, there's no refrigerator that will save it. Tip number 7, house look less messy. So I had kids, they like to build a tent, and the first pile that you see here, it's a blanket, and they like to use this as a creative playing, and I have some towels. And one of the reason I like them in the similar color, it's one thing to save the laundry, because you can add the same color, so you can wash it with everything. But also, when I had my kids playing with the blankets previously, I had neon green and red and all kinds of cute patterns of blankets. When they left on the couch, it just looked so like the whole room was blown up, and it looked very messy. But now we kind of have the similar color with the blankets, like the rest of the house, like a beige couch. It kind of blends in, so it's almost like a camouflage for the mess. If you have a similar looking blankets, towels, and just whatever fabric you have around in the house, but it just camouflages that. And don't forget, the laundry is easier as well. Tip number 8, have a homemade lunch ready in the morning. So this is one of my staples when we leave early morning, or if you go to work, that it's okay to use the slow cooker. I'm pretty sure you already have thought about it, but how about if you cook during the night while you sleep? So this is one of the recipe that I use. It's just lentils and some of the spices, but the trick is to put it up at night before you go to the bed. So in the morning, before you leave your house, you have the lunch ready for you. Usually I'm putting up this kind of soup around 11 o'clock, right before I go to the bed, or 10 or 11 o'clock, and in the morning it's ready. Tip number 9, salt lamp nightlight cover. So we have salt lamps all over the house, and I love them, especially during the night. It's a very nice glowing light, but still it was too bright for my kids. So I have a cutting machine, but you can use an X-Acto knife or just use a plain paper. You don't have to cut these pretty things on it if you don't want to. There's a plenty of different kind of paper at Michael's or other craft stores, and I just put two same size together with a tape on the side, and I just covered the lamp with that. In the morning I can just lift it up, and at night I can just put it over it, and even though it looks so pretty, it dims down a little bit the light at night. See how easy you can just take it off? And here's the picture how it looks like at night, and now you can compare how much it dims down the light and how much brighter without it. See how much brighter? And now I'm putting it back, and it's just the perfect amount of light that my kids needs for the night. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. If you wanna see more, then just push the button down below. It says subscribe, so that way you won't miss my next video, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.